Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Astrid and I do lots of stuff on my channel. I do plan with me's, I do daily divinations with my tarot cards. I do little educational mini-series on the craft. But yeah, today we are going to be doing a plan with me in my Erin Condren Dashboard planner for the week of January 12th through the 18th. I've got a busy week ahead of me, so let's get started. So the last time I did this, I did the big washi down here, and I really liked it. But I think I'm gonna do that again. I'm going to put the thick washi down here on this notes page. Very nice. This is so pretty. This is the PlannerKate dashboard stickers for January, and it's the 803. And then I ended up putting my thin washi up here. And then I ended up cutting my wheat directly in half. So we'll put this here. How has everyone's week been going? Mine has been very busy, but very productive. I just got done with my Align and Awaken 7-day challenge. That was so good and so just grounding for me as far as just like finding my magical self again in the just finding my magical self in like the mundane, or just I could fit it into my everyday routine and everyday life, and it was so nice just to have those couple minutes to just kind of sit with my craft and practice. And be more aligned with myself. That's why I called it the Align and Awaken Challenge, because I wanted you to get more in tune with yourself and just feel really good about what you were doing and setting the tone for the day. And I thought it was really good. I'm going to do a 7-day weekly challenge every month, I've decided. So let me know. I'm going to start trying to figure out what my next 7-day challenge is going to be soon. So if you have any suggestions, I am very much open to them. If you want to learn about crystals, or if you want to know how to build a grimoire and what you should put in the grimoire, or I don't know, if you want more like very simple rituals that you can do to just include into your everyday life, I can do that again. But let me know in the comments what you want to see. Okay. So I think I'm going to lay down all my headers first and then write in what I want to do. on those days. So we have Monday, and I want to know how, if you did any of the Align and Awaken challenges with me, which ones did you do and what did you find most beneficial? Was it the Banish, where we banished our fears or our ties to someone? Was it the fire gazing, where we practiced working our psychic muscle and opening that third eye? So what did you enjoy the most? I think I got the most out of the intention setting with the coffee and stirring it clockwise. I don't normally drink coffee, but I have drank coffee every day this week, and I have been stirring it clockwise to bring in and counterclockwise to banish whatever if I'm feeling negativity, then I'll banish the negativity. Otherwise, I was inviting like health and prosperity into my life. And I get a lot out of like visualization. So when I do that, I visualize my this light emanating from within me, and I imagine it like starting to manifest in my heart, this light, and then the light goes from my heart down my shoulder into my arm and then into my hand, and then I'm transferring that intention and that energy from my hand to the spoon, which is either stirring clockwise or anti-clockwise, and imagining all of that light just going into my coffee. And as I drink the liquid, I imagine it just washing over my entire body as it nourishes me. Alright, so on Monday, I have, let's see, let's actually put the checklists on before I start writing in my tasks. So last week was the first week back from winter break, and when I tell you 6 o'clock comes freaking early. I know some people wake up at like 5 and start their day. I don't know how y'all do that. I do not know how you start your day. Well, so I used to work 2 jobs when I was in college, and I would open Panera Bread. I was a shift supervisor at Panera Bread. And so I would open, and then I would work until like 2, and then I would leave that job, and then I would go and I'd work at Applebee's, and I would close Applebee's. So I was only getting like 3 hours of sleep because I had to be up at 4:30 in the morning to get to Panera Bread on time, and then I'd stay at Applebee's until like 1 or 2 in the morning. So then I'd get home, I'd fall asleep, I'd take a nap basically, and then I'd just start all over again. And I did that for years. I burned the candle at both ends for years. And then I got pregnant with my oldest daughter, and she put me in my place. She completely was just like, no, we're not doing this. I was so sick. I had the worst morning sickness with my daughter, my first daughter. And I actually had to quit working altogether. I did continue to go to school though, and I ended up getting my degree while I had, let's see here, by the time I graduated, I had 2 kids and I was pregnant with my third. But, all this to say, I do not enjoy waking up at the ass crack of dawn to take kids to school. And next year, not next year, the year after next, my youngest will be in middle school, and the middle school is like the latest starting school in the district, along with the high school. So after my youngest is out of the intermediate building, and then she'll go to the middle school. Once she's in middle school, I can start waking up at like 7:15, and I am so excited about that. But I have a whole nother year before I can even start even thinking about it. But it's nice to have something to look forward to. All right, on Monday I have book club at 6 p.m. And my book club is just me and 2 other women who are reading the same book. One of the girls in book club got us matching pins, like you would pin like on your clothes or on your purse or something. It says Morally Gray Book Club, because we read a lot of morally gray material. We like our book boyfriends, and we like our spicy little books. The last book that we read is The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. That's the book that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. I thought it was very good. It was very morally gray and very spicy and very push the boundaries of what is considered quote unquote normal. But it was good. So I have book club on Monday, and then on Tuesday, I have to, let's see, I'm going to do my daily divination, like always. And then Tuesday is my self-care ritual, where I take, after the kids go to bed, I do something for myself. And the last time I did a self-care ritual, I did a lot of journaling. I think I journaled for like 2 hours. Just kind of getting to know myself a little bit better and try to figure out who I'm becoming and all of this YouTube stuff and what I'm manifesting. So it was very eye-opening. I'm having a heart issue with a couple things, so that was kind of enlightening on like where I need to really focus my energy. I don't know what I'm going to do this coming Tuesday though, but it'll be something good. And then of course we have our daily frog. For those who are new here or have not heard of a frog task, a frog task is something that needs to get done, that you really don't want to do, and that you procrastinate on doing. And it's like eating a frog. You just don't want to do it. And so you put it off and you put it off and you put it off, and it never gets done, and it's always on the back burner, and it's something, but it's really something that should and needs to get done for health reasons or mental health reasons or whatever. So my daily frog changes all the time. So I don't know what my frog will be for the day until the day is there. So sometimes my daily frog is literally just getting out of bed, surviving the day. Sometimes my daily frog is doing 10 loads of laundry that my kids have forgotten to bring down from the upstairs and now have all piled up in the laundry hallway. And I magically have 10 loads of laundry to do. So another frog could be, I absolutely hate sweeping and mopping. I hate it. It's just a chore that I don't like to do. But I have several animals. I have 2 dogs and 7 cats. So the hair tumbleweeds around my house can get pretty intense. So I have to sweep and I have to mop on a weekly basis. Otherwise my house gets disgusting. Also on Tuesday, I have to film. Next week is Aquarius season starts on the 19th. So I'm going to make a video about Aquarius season. And I'm going to talk about like what it means astrologically, what it means for this particular season in our life. It'll be a really interesting video. Make sure you check it out. And then I still need to figure out what I want my Mystic series to be. It's like, I want to do every month, I want to do like these 4-week blocks of a mini series, where like I have my core pillar, like what the overarching topic is like always going to be referencing, and then make videos that branch and serve a purpose to that first video. Is called The Velvet Veil. But I don't know what topics I want to cover yet. So I'm going to have to research topics for the Velvet Veil. Let's see, Wednesday, I have to balance the budget. Oh, also on the 18th is a new moon. Is a new moon in Capricorn. So I'm going to film a new moon in Capricorn video. And it should be posted by Thursday, so that way you can watch it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then if you want to do a ritual or a spell on Sunday, working with that new moon, you can. I'll have ideas for what you can do to honor this new moon in Capricorn on Sunday. So I have to film that and balance the budget. And my oldest daughter has a Dungeons and Dragons club on Wednesdays and Fridays. And I have to remember to pick her up later on that school day. It's a lot of running around. All right, then Thursday is sorry, it is really hard for me to write and talk. Thursday is my micro ritual video. My last micro ritual was setting the tone for your mindset for the day. And it's literally you just think of how you want to feel that day. And whether that's like kind or hopeful or productive, how do you want to feel at the end of the day when you put your head on the pillow? And so it's really as easy as trying to figuring out how you want to feel for the day, and then silently reciting that word over and over and over again as you brush your teeth. And just recite that word until you're done brushing your teeth in the morning, and that's it. Like that will help set the tone for your mindset for the day. So that is a really easy way to bring a little magic into your day without having to do like a 3-hour ritual or anything like that. I try to keep it very practical because I know like today people are busier than ever, just working so many jobs and trying to stay afloat. So I know it's really hard to try to find time for yourself. It's hard to find time to fit your practice into your lifestyle. So these little micro rituals are really good ways of just putting a little magic into your day. Also on Thursday, we're going to post that new moon video. So I need to research the next 7-day challenge topic. Like I said, if you have something that you want to see, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to make it happen. I would love to interact with you and get to know what you want, whether that's like a video on like a video for beginner witches, like what you need to know, or what I wish I knew when I first started the craft. That's probably a good one. Okay, and then Friday is payday. And then Fridays are the day that I take a rest from filming, with the exception of my daily divination. I take a break from filming and I just have a day of rest. So Estella has her D&D club. I'll still do my daily chores. I'll still do my daily frog. But other than that, it's just kind of a chill day. And then the weekend is where it really picks up. So on Saturday is when I'm going to film, hopefully edit and post my Velvet Veil series. And then I'm going to also film the Grimoire update. I meant to do one this week, but last Saturday I had a surprise visit with my mom for lunch, so that took up a lot of my day. So I didn't get around to filming the Grimoire update on last Saturday. So hopefully I'll have something for you this coming Saturday. And then I also need to balance the budget on Saturday. That's almost the week done. And then Sunday, like I said, Sunday the 18th is the new moon. So I will be doing my new moon rituals for myself. And then every new moon, or every like major moon, like the new moon and the full moon, I do a full tarot spread. Kind of looking at like where I've come from in the last 2 weeks, what lessons did I learn in the last 2 weeks. So I do a tarot spread. If you want to see these moon tarot spreads, let me know and I can make a long form video on them. And then my daughter, she volunteers once a month to do at bingo because she's in band. So she has bingo this coming Sunday at noon to 6. Yes, the bingo hall gives the band a percentage of their profits. So that's how they raise money for the band all week, all year, and it keeps our band fees pretty low, which is really nice. And then also on Sunday we have Dungeons and Dragons. My husband and I host every Sunday, and that's at 3:30. My husband and I host either a game night or a Dungeons and Dragons night on Sunday, and it alternates. So this coming Sunday will be Dungeons and Dragons, and then next Sunday will be a game night. And I just love hosting. So also on Sunday, I need to do my plan with me. Sunday the 18th is a plan with me and my dashboard planner. And then I've been doing my plan with me's for my daily duo in shorts because I can't. The way I like to do my daily duo planning is by the day. So let's say it's Monday, I'll plan my Tuesday out Monday night. So I don't like to go through my whole week in one big long form video. So what I do is I just do them in shorts. So I need to do that plan with me and my dashboard planner and the duo, and then we're going to post the dash on the following Monday. So I film it on Sunday and I post it on Monday. So that looks like a pretty full week. That's awesome. All right, this side. I'm going to write in my habits, and I'm also going to split my priorities box into two because I do 2 extra habit tracking, excuse me, for a total of 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half, because there are 13 boxes long ways. And then I just draw a line here. And I do, I track, put this, I do a 1 minute grounding. That whether that's touching my houseplant for a minute or going outside in my bare feet, which isn't the greatest idea right now because it's the middle of winter here in the northern hemisphere and very cold. It was very pleasant last week for some reason, for being, the middle of winter. It was like in the 60s, high 60s. It was kind of crazy. But I track a 1 minute grounding, and I track the moon phases to see how my energy is matching up with the moon phase. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then there are 7 total high, but where I put my header, it takes up a square, so my Sunday has to be over here. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And then my other habits that I track are my duo plan with me's that I post every day, like I was talking about earlier, and then my daily divinations. My daily offering. Oh, which reminds me, I need to go to the grocery store and get birdseed. So my daily offering, reading, I track my reading. I try to read every day. My daily frog. And the reason I track my daily frog here and I also have it on here is because my frogs to me are like such big deals and such big tasks, or such a, like, it's a task that I really don't want to do. If I give myself a place to check it off on here and I give myself a place to check it off in my planner, it just reinforces, it just has that positive reinforcement for me, and it gives me a little bit of a reward chemical in my brain, so that way I can use my planner as kind of like a catalyst to do my frog. And then the last thing I track is called a sun salutation. I try to stand outside for about a minute, just observing my surroundings, observing the sounds of nature, and just kind of taking a minute to slow down and just set my day. Sometimes I don't do it right in the morning. Sometimes I'll do it at night. So I guess it's a moon salutation at that point. But I really enjoy just taking that minute just to kind of really the thing I get the most out of is just the slowing down part. Just realizing that I don't have to be going all the time and that my worth is not defined by my productivity, which has been a large lesson that I have been working on for years. In order for me to feel like I had any worth, I felt like I had to be going and going and going all the time and with no breaks. If I took a break, then I was lazy and didn't deserve the same things as, I would wish on somebody else. So the sun salutation is a really good way for me just to slow down and remember that my worth doesn't come from my productivity. So there are my habits, and I will put my little banners up here. Very nice. And my habits. Beautiful. All right, and then I'm going to put this here for this week. And then I'm going to pull a to-do sticker out of the ones that I made. And then I'm also going to pull 2 headers. Let's see, we'll use this pink. Beautiful. And I track my errands, the things I need, places I need to go throughout the week. And then I do a health check on this side. So I'm going to need more of those headers, so I'm just going to leave those up there. Okay. So my errands this week are, I need to get my car washed. It rained so much this past week that I didn't get a chance to get my car in the wash. And I need to get gas for my car. I need to go to the bank. to pay a loan that we have. And I'm gonna get coffee for myself one time. My little city has like 8 coffee shops. It's kind of crazy. But there's one shop in particular that I like. It's called 7 Brew. They do really good like seasonal drinks. Last season was like the Christmas season, and they had this Santa's mocha cookie crumble drink. Oh God, it was so good. And then I need to go to the grocery store for birdseed. And then I don't think I need to do anything else. Oh, I needed to put my checklist on here. Oops. I'll just leave those 2 empty on the bottom in case I think of somewhere else I need to go this week, which I probably will. I am regularly running around doing random things. I'm sorry that I keep sniffing into the camera. My allergies have been awful for like a month and a half. I'm not sure what's going on. Like, it's the middle of winter. Things should be dead. Trees should not be pollinating. I have no idea. That is making my nose run like mad. And then this side is my health check. And these are like things that I want to do every day, but don't necessarily get to do every day. So rather than putting it on a habit where I won't mark it off or I won't use it at all, I just do these just to do a daily reminder that I need to like take my vitamins and take my medications. What else? Oh, I need to drink water. Drink more water. And then I don't always succeed, but I try to do 30 minutes of movement. And a lot of my movement comes from like doing chores. I don't go out of my way to take like walks or anything. I should. I absolutely should. I should, take a walk or do 30 minutes of yoga or some form of exercise, but I do not. Meditation. Oh, spelled that wrong. Meditation. There we go. And then my manifestation, I try to manifest at the same time every day. So right now I have here's my manifestation journal. My current manifestation is here. So I do an I am statement, an I see statement, an I feel statement, and then I like break down the steps for how I'm going to do this and what I'm grateful for. So I do, in order to figure out like what I need to manifest for my highest good, I do a tarot pool. And so my tarot pool was the Hierophant for this particular manifestation. So I am trying to manifest at the same time every day. And setting my intentions for that. And then the last thing I want to do that I don't necessarily do all the time is my skincare. I am not 20 anymore, so I should really be taking better care of my skin. All right, so we are going to come over here now, and I'm going to draw a line here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another line here. And then one more here. And then we're going to split this in half, just right down the middle. Okay. Get some headers on here. Okay. I've got my headers on. I am going to, I think I'm done with my stickers. And then I've got my custom stickers that I'll put on. And then we'll be done. So we are almost done, guys. All right, so this side is going to be my meal planning. This side is going to be my daily win. Down here is going to be 2 daily chores that I need to do. And over here is going to be 2 weekly chores that I need to do. So, just going to label these with the days of the week. So, I'm going to do my meal planning on this side. My daily win I'll record at the end of the day with my daily win. And then my daily chores are I'm going to do laundry and sweep or vacuum. And then my weekly chores is going to be a pantry purge. Get rid of all the stuff that's like expired or things that only have like 2 chips in the bag. So I'm going to do a pantry purge, and I am going to wash my sheets. Okay. So that is my week. Let's get a few stickers on here, and then we will wrap this up. Well, here's my week, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I really enjoyed making this with you today, and keep an eye out for my Plan With Me's and my daily duo every day in the form of a short, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.